So I wanted to talk about interior work. Do I need interior work? Do I not need interior work? Why does one guy say I need interior work, the other one doesn't? So I've kind of drawn a house here. Here's my house. And I've exaggerated this for our example. Interior work is needed when the exterior support won't carry in, okay? So in this example, this part of the house obviously is down, and what I'd be trying to do is raise it back up to its level position. So as this raises back up, here it comes, right? So we're seeing this change. And if all this pulls up, everybody's happy, we're all happy, no problem, right? But it doesn't always work that way. So if I've got an exterior support out here, okay, the way I would explain it is I can lift out here with an exterior support, okay, but out here it's going to lift, it's going to lift, it's going to lift, it's going to lift, and if it all raises up perfect, I'm thrilled, okay. But as I get more 6, 8, 12, 15 foot, I've got to be worried about I'm lifting out here with my support, I'm lifting out, but then the interior won't come up with it. Okay? So let's talk about that situation a little bit. So I've got a situation where I can support the outside. I know that I can affect 6, 8 foot in, no problem. But in here that it's not going to come up. So I'm going to kind of redraw this. So we got an area now that goes down. Okay. Earlier I had an interior beam. Let's say that I still have the interior beam. Probably the best solution when I have an interior beam is to come in and put a good support, and it's the best support, a piling up here, and truly get on the interior beam and lift it. So if this is my situation here, a couple options to get in to lift this beam. I can come through and tunnel, okay? The reason it is expensive, it's labor intensive, but you're really doing that so you can stay out of the interior floor. Let's say it's a beautiful hardwood floor somebody's put in. Let's say there's a medical condition where somebody doesn't want that dust and mess inside their house. I've had customers who have imported marble tile and they don't want to stare up the tiles. So different situations will make us come through either through a tunnel, or the other option is, which is less expensive, is to come through, create an entrance, and put your support in from the inside. Normally we'll come in, we'll paper and tape and all those kind of things, but I promise you, I've done it years and years and years. No matter how much plastic, no matter how much paper or tape we use, there's still going to be some fine dust that is in the house. So everybody needs to be aware of that. One of the options, and in different parts of the country, they don't put, maybe you don't have an interior beam, maybe it was built before there were interior beams, and so that says you can have a pretty good sag in here, okay, if there's no interior beam. So let's draw this a little bit more. So now we got this big sag in here and different options. So you can come in, put a piece of angle iron in here, put your same support, and it's good, okay? One of the other options that I wanted to talk about though is fixing the interior house is with mud pumping or polyurethane. Polyurethane, all you're trying to do is get in here and raise this back up to that level, okay? Mud jacking is a 2 to 3 inch hole, normally done by a big drill, create some dust, those kinds of things. It is effective, but it's almost becoming a lost art. There's still some people who can do it, but it's becoming a kind of a lost art. Kind of what we're seeing today is polyurethane, and it's neat, it's clean, environmentally friendly. It's been used for years, not years as in hundreds of years, but 20 plus years, and takes the size of you can drill a hole about the size of a dime or your finger. So you'd come in here, drill through in multiple different places, and you kind of create a grid pattern, and you would come in and polyurethane this, and polyurethane this, and lift it and raise it back up. It's incredibly quick, neat, efficient. I would tell you that it's not as great a support as the piling, but again, there's situations that absolutely call for it, and I wouldn't be afraid of it. If you use polyurethane, it's imperative that we control the moisture around the outside of the house, such as a tree pulling. If I've got a big tree here that's pulling moisture, then it's going to affect the performance of the polyurethane. So, polyurethane is used all the time in commercial situations, and if I think about commercial work and tilt wall constructions, then here I've got a big wall, right? And they come in and they pour just thin slabs. Maybe they have a leave out over here close. But all the time we're seeing these go down. So we got these huge warehouses, tilt wall, and this will sag. And maybe they've got a support wall beam here, comes up, and so it sags all the time in between here, okay? And polyurethane's used all the time to come in nice, neat, quick. I mean, in those situations there, we're able to do the work. The polyurethane hardens up in 15-20 minutes. We don't even disrupt hardly their operation. So polyurethane's fantastic in those situations. One of the other areas that you'll see polyurethane used in either commercial or home applications is let's say here's a driveway, and I've got one driveway up and one driveway down, okay? Then I can come in here and put polyurethane and lift that up. So let's say this is this way, I'll just drill a couple of holes in here and raise this back up. So it's a great product. I wouldn't mind. I'd use it all the time. We do it all the time. It's nice, neat, and clean. Unbelievable how clean it is, how efficient it is, and how quick it is.